So last weekend, JD Vance, Vice President of the United States, decided that he wanted to take yet another family vacation for the summer. And hey, why not? If you got the time, go ahead and do it. But so far, it really seems like the only thing JD Vance does is just take vacations and travel to places where the locals clearly do not want him. It happened when he tried to take his family over to Greenland. He was greeted with so many protesters and nobody willing to host them in their homes that they had to stay on the military base the whole time. He got roasted for his recent trip to Disneyland, where he was caught running like Forrest Gump before he learned how to run. And then, of course, this past weekend, he decided, we're just going to Ohio. I'm from Ohio. That's where I was a senator. Clearly, things will be fine for me in Ohio, right? Well, no, because what happened was the Vance family wanted to go kayaking on the Little Miami River. And so before they got there, the Secret Service sent out their little scouting boat to make sure everything was safe. There's no underwater mines going to get you. And then the Secret Service came back and was like, you know what? We're going to need y'all to go ahead and raise the water level in the river, because it's a little too low, right? I mean, JD Vance is coming here. You know him. He wants to see some water. We need water. So the Army Corps of Engineers said, hey, we have done that in the past for events. I guess we can do that for one guy. So they release, I guess it was a dammed up, area where they do allow more water to come into the river. So they did that. And they literally raised the water level of this river, effectively temporarily changing the environment so that JD Vance could have a comfortable time kayaking down the river. Now, the official reason that the Secret Service said we had to do this was not because we had to keep JD Vance comfortable. No. We need, the Secret Service says, the ability to get our boats, because our boats got motors, so we need deeper water so we don't, run on the sand. We got to have our boats there so that we can get to the family should something horrible happen. That's our job as Secret Service agents. So that's why the Army Corps of Engineers said, okay, yeah, we get it. Safety, big thing. You guys need deeper water so you can run your boats as fast as you can to get to them. If something happens, we're going to do it. Don't worry. JD Vance is going to have lots of water for him to play in. And then a source told The Guardian that it was also mentioned in this request to the Army Corps of Engineers that they want to create, quote, ideal kayaking conditions for the vice president and his family. So it actually wasn't, according to this source, about having the Secret Service get easy access with their boats. It was, we want, quote, ideal kayaking conditions for JD Vance. So potentially causing environmental damage, taking water away from areas that definitely need it. That's why the, barricade exists, to keep water in one area. But JD Vance said, no, I want ideal kayaking conditions. I got to make sure that water's deep enough. And the Secret Service was like, okay, I guess we'll, figure out a lie to make you not seem like a little prima donna. So here it is. Can you imagine that? Just imagine, like, this little mad prince, because he's definitely not the king. JD Vance was like, I desire to take me kayak upon the river. Yet the river is barren and dry. I request more water for me kayak. Oh yes, sire, we'll get you more water. Don't you worry. Like, what the hell is going on in this country? This is just utter insanity. Dude, if you don't have enough water for, quote, ideal kayaking conditions on that river, do you know what there's not a shortage of in the United States? Rivers. Go somewhere else. I mean, honestly. Like, just go to any calm body of water. It doesn't have to be a river. It could be a lake. Maybe you catch the Atlantic on a calm day. There you go. Come down here to the Gulf of Mexico. We have plenty of days where it's actually smooth as glass. It can change at a moment's notice, but people are out there kayaking every day. You don't have to flood a river and potentially cause catastrophic economic damage just to go kayaking. But that is what the little prince wanted, so that, of course, is what the government did.